Okay. Yay, we are live. I did it right again. Okay. So we are going to I always feel awkward when there's like not people there because I'm like, I know people do watch these later. Oh, there's a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So thank you for watching person. And Jesse, do you want to introduce yourself? I'm so
Sure. I am Jessie Elliott. I am a paranormal / fantasy author. I write swoon-worthy romances with angst and sass, enemies to lovers, and spice. And yeah, I am at author Jessie Elliott basically everywhere. And I'm excited to get some work done tonight. I have been slowly I've been dragging my heels to dive into these edits because I know there's a lot of work to do on this book, so I keep putting it off. And I'm like, it's going to the editor at the end of the month, so I'm like, all right, I can't keep putting it off. So I'm very grateful for this stream tonight to actually force myself to get some work done.
Thank you. I know. I'm like, when I have a live stream, that sometimes is the only time I'm like actually going to work, whether I'm on mine or I'm on somebody else's. I'm like, okay, so I said I was going to be in a place at a specific time and I was going to do the thing. So now I kind of have to do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm like, it's hot and the air moved in a direction I don't like. So I'm just going to not.
That's a mood. Oh my gosh.
So what are you for the edits? Can I ask, is it the second book in the
Yes, it is. It is a
for a minute because I love that book so much.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. I feel like I have these like big ideas for this book, and I just like the execution is not there yet. So yeah, and I feel like I'm putting all these expectations on myself to make it like better than book one, and writing sequels is very hard. I'm excited for the potential of it, but right now it's kind of kicking me in the butt.
Look at it. I mean, I don't because I still haven't completed a single thing. So writing a sequel, I don't understand. But I understand the idea of like you put so much pressure on yourself because now there's like annoying people like me that are like, oh my God, I love it so much. And then you're like, oh my God, well, now there's all this expectation. But really, like, we'll be happy with anything. So
I appreciate that. And I recognize that a lot of the pressure I put on myself, and it has nothing to do with like what other people think.
Right, exactly.
We're all our own worst enemy and biggest critics. So
Oh, I hear you. There's a reason why this book is still not finished. There's a reason why I can't get, like, I couldn't get past, I'm still at I haven't even broken into act 2. I'm about there. So close. I'm so close. And I have been working on this for so long. But it's like, it was almost like I put so much pressure on what was going to happen in the inciting incident, even though I've literally written that scene already when I wrote it as a script. Right. So it started out as a script, took me forever to write. And then I was like, oh, it'll be easy to rewrite as a novel, like at least the first act, because the first act is basically the first episode of the pilot that I wrote. It's not that easy. It really isn't, because then I had to delve deeper and I had to fill in all the many plot holes. And then it was like I built this scene up to be this big thing where I was like, it has to be perfect. Dude, this is a dumpster fire that deserves to be ran over. And that's okay, because I just need to get it done. Yeah. And I realized recently what I needed to do is also lower down my expected word count for what I think, because I'm okay at this point. I put so much pressure into everything needing to be perfect that I'm like, screw it. I am doing all the telling and none of the showing. And that is okay, because I just need to get it down and then I can fix it.
For sure. Yeah.
But I'm never going to fix it if I'm spending 6 months on the first act only. Like, it's never going to get done.
I get it, though. It's hard to allow yourself to write a shit first draft. Mm-hmm. And like, you have to, because the first draft is like you telling yourself the story. Yeah. But I get it. I feel like I'm always like, as I'm typing, even a first draft, I'm editing as I'm writing, and it's like,
Mhm.
no, I need to separate these brains because otherwise, like, one, I'm not going to enjoy it as much, and two, it's going to take forever if it even gets finished. So yeah.
No, I totally get it. I totally get it. And then this week, so last week, so I'm in my bedroom. I have a desk in here. I have a desk in what used to be like the entryway to the house, but I turned that into my office because I work from home and I cannot work. Like I don't want to see my workspace for work, you know? And
Right.
so I turn it in there. I love that little space. It's great. But there's also the washing machine. And then the hose decided to not be attached to the washing machine anymore and flood the whole thing while I'm sitting there working. Okay, I'm just like do happy sending an email. I'm like, oh, why'd my work computer just go black? That's interesting. Why won't it turn on? And then I looked down and there was water everywhere. And okay, so my friend like that came and fixed it, at least explained to me that it happened very quickly. So it's not like I was sitting there in a flood for 20 minutes, not noticing. It happened within like a minute or two. But so I'm just like, to do water all around me. And my MacBook was also in my office on the floor. And so I took it to the Apple store to get repaired. And they were like, oh, um, hey, we're gonna have to wipe the whole thing. And I'm like, that's cool, fine, whatever. And then I went home and realized I don't know how Scrivener works. It's just on my computer. I don't know. Is it all gone? And so then I messaged Sarah and I was like, hey, do you know like what happens? And I was basically told it just depends on if you set it up right or not. So there was a very good chance I was going to get my computer back and everything was going to be wrong because the chances of me setting something up correctly is like a 50-50. And so I was like panicking and I get it and I'm re-downloading everything and then I get to this spot where it's like, okay, where do you want to save things? And then I see these like the window that has my and it says zero draft and it's there but it's grayed out and I can't touch it. I'm like, what's happening? It's there, I can see it, but you won't let me touch it. And then I realized I just had to go somewhere else, download it, and it's here. So, long story short, my novel is here. I didn't have to start all over.
Thank goodness. Oh my gosh, that would have been a
So,
really sad story
yeah.
otherwise.
So tonight I'm going to go through though, and I'm going to go to every chapter. And even though I know that it's saved in a way that I can access it again, I'm still going to go to like Google Docs and like also back up every chapter there too, and just start
Yeah.
doing that as I go.
Yeah, I have trust issues with everything, like with Word, with Scrivener, with Google Docs. So I'm like constantly backing stuff up because I've never lost anything, knock on wood. But just like the horror stories that I've heard, I just have this irrational fear that I'm going to lose something.
Right. But if anything, it like renewed my like passion to like just get it done and like actually write it. And I don't
Yeah.
work this summer, so I'm off until July. So I'm like, this is my time.
Yeah.
And with that, we should go ahead and start a sprint. So we have a
That's good.
comment from Jessica. Hi.
Hi.
He's doing this to my. Oh, look, there's a person. Hi, and thank you.
Yes, Jess is amazing. She is my PA. We just recently
Oh,
started working together, and yeah,
oh,
she's
I
the
love
best.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like to do usually 20 to 25-minute long sprints. What do you like? What do you prefer?
25 is good. Any more than that, and I get
I
distracted.
can't. Yeah, my ADHD, I can't.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
let's
yeah.
do 25 minutes. And then I do like I do like with StreamYard, you can kind of play music. I always don't like just complete. I usually mute mine and listen to regular music, but I don't like when you pop into a live stream and it's completely silent. So I do have some music playing, but you can like mute the stream if you're listening and you don't like music. And then we'll end this first one. Oh man, that means I have to do math. So that would be I'm on the West Coast, so
Oh
4:30.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. And we will start now. Okay, how'd you guys do?
I'm almost done going through my critique partner feedback. It's like just making me anxious. Like it's good. I appreciate the feedback and like I agree wholeheartedly, but it's like okay, now I have to fix the book. So
I'm sure it's great feedback. I'm sure it's great.
Yeah, sure.
It's part of the process.
Yes.
It's just part of the process.
Yeah. How did you do?
Not great. So my first sprints are always a lot of chaos because kids are home now, and it's also like so hot, and I get really distracted. And I was really, really hot, so I was like, oh, you know what would be great? A couple of bites of ice cream, and then that was so cool and refreshing that I ate it all.
Oops.
And now my tummy's like, okay, you need to give me coffee to make me feel better.
That I don't know. Okay. Sure. Okay.
So I have a coffee to make me feel better. This is a later me problem, okay?
Sure. Yeah. For sure.
But I wrote 118 words because every time, like for the first few minutes, every time I was like, okay, everything's ready, I'm calm. I would write literally like the first 3 letters of my character's name, and then a child would come in. And I get that dealt with, and then I'd finish her name, and then another child would come in because there's 2 of them, and they look the same because they're twins. So I'm like, didn't I just yell at you? Like, what's happening? And so finally, I got them situated by giving them my phone because I have no backbone, and I want to get stuff done. So there you go. Roblox is a babysitter now. Have fun. And then I got 118 words written.
I mean, hey, you got words written. I think that's the takeaway here.
Yes. And that's kind of how this morning went too. My first sprint, so I did 5 sprints this morning when I streamed. My first sprint had 21 words, then 103, then 203, then 175, and then 389. So
okay,
I was very
build up to it.
My way up. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at some of the comments and see. So we have books by Adrian. Hello. Hi. What are we working on? Working on a research paper right now. Awesome. What is AWC 2024? What is that? Do we know what that is? If Adrian is here, I would like to know what this means.
I'm going to say the last letter is conference.
Got it. And 2024 probably means this year. Look at us.
Look at us. We're just putting it together.
This is great.
American Writers Conference?
That sounds, we're going with that until we hear otherwise. Yeah. So here's the thing. This morning, somebody else mentioned that they were doing laundry, and that reminded me that I put clothes in the washer that I needed to put in the dryer. Guess what I still haven't done?
I have clothes sitting in the dryer from Sunday. I need to go get them.
Okay. So when I start the next stream, I'm going to go switch the laundry, then I will do the writing.
That's a good plan.
Well, thank you for reminding me, Adrian. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see. And I don't know, we never really talked about how long you want to.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're way later than I am time zone wise, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a 20 to 8 here. It's weird because it's like still broad daylight. But when do you have to make dinner? Because it's like dinner time. Almost.
Yeah. So for me, what time is it? It's like 4:30. I could probably go until like 6:30-ish my time.
Okay.
But if you need to go, if that's too late for you, we can make it.
I mean,
because it's later for you, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I can probably go until like 8:30 my time, so that's like fine. A little under an hour.
That's perfect. That would work. Yeah, because that means I actually have to see my children and interact with them, the whole parenting thing. So there you go.
Yeah, there's that. Okay. Do we
Here's
want
the
to
thing.
dive into
We're
it?
about ready to have the entire summer together, so they're happy to have a little space from me. It's fine
Fair enough.
because they have, so they won't care. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the next one. We'll do another 25 minutes, so that will end at 5:05/8:05. Cool. How did it go?
Well, I got my laundry out of the dryer, so one good thing. And I finished my critique partner feedback. So I'm diving into the first chapter, and I wish that I was not. It's fine. It's great. It's fine.
So I forgot what we said about the laundry. So
Oops.
mine's still in the washer, but I wrote a lot. So, and I dealt with children because, parenting. And one phone, two kids. So obviously there was a lot of fighting. Okay. And then I was like, how do I keep track of where I was? So I bolded the first word so I can see. So this one was 386 words.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I have a little bit left in this scene here. And then I think that's like perfect for today because the next scene is really like the debate and then like right before like the break into two. And so there's things I need to figure out before I write that because it has to do with like driving and like I don't really know. I haven't figured all that out. Like where's she going? Like what does that drive look like? Where how many times is she gonna stop? Like how far am I going? Like how much am I going to write about that? So I think that that's perfect. I have like basically one little mini conversation and then I think I'm done. Definitely done for today. So didn't hit my word count goal that I had for myself, but definitely hit like a good place to stop.
Yeah, no, it sounds between this stream and this morning, sounds like you're making good
Yeah.
progress.
Yeah. So this morning, so what is that for the day? I don't. Oh, I can't use my calculator on my phone because I don't have it. Okay. So how did everybody else do? There's no comments yet. So. Oh wait, I don't even know. Why am I doing it that way? I know it was 891 this morning, and then I'm like adding each one up individually, and I'm like, why am I being weird?
Just like throw it into a spreadsheet and then
There we go, 1395.
nice. That's good.
Yeah, especially given the fact that it's like 5,000 degrees in my house.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot work in unless it's like perfect conditions. I'm like, no, I can't be too cold, can't be too hot.
Mm-mm.
Have to be just right.
Right? Like the ideal is like, you light your perfect candle or you have like the what is that? My brain today, okay? Like the heat has gone into my brain. I can't remember what anything is called anymore. But what is the thing that the diffuser? There you go, where you put the
Oh
scent
yeah.
and it makes everything smell good and you have like gloves and ambience and kids don't bug you 15 times in 30 seconds. But it's fine.
I don't know how you do it, so all the props and kudos to you. I would be lost.
Oh, my poor doggy. He's just like sleeping on the ground. He's so hot.
Oh.
Then we're gonna send everybody outside when we're finished and spray everyone down with the hose.
Sounds like a plan. I mean, I would say go get some ice cream, but
Well, I already yeah.
I mean, it's fine. You're good.
Hold that thought. Sorry.
No, you're good.
It's a lot of easy. And I'm like, I don't even know what those words mean, but okay.
Sure. Just
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, Jessica. Thank you.
It's just pure
Oh, you're
chaos.
back. Hi. I just got here late, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. I'm currently having dinner, but plan to get some work done soon. Awesome. So Carly was in the sprint that I did, or the streams that I did this morning too. So
Awesome. Sounds like you're getting a ton of work done today. That's great.
okay. And then it's great hearing how productive we all are and hyping each other up along the way. I love all. See, that's why I was trying to explain to my friend like what we do on these live streams, because she doesn't do like anything on social media. The only thing she does is she's my friend Ben Beverly is staying with me for a couple of days, and she's my co-host on my podcast around randomness. And I manage all the non-existent social media for that. Because we also have recorded an episode in a little bit, because she lives in Boston and I live here. And
Mommy,
what happens when I try to schedule anything?
She's gonna move and live in a jungle.
I'm sorry. She's what?
She told me that she's gonna live in a jungle.
Okay. So here's the thing about Ben Beverly, sweetheart. She says a lot of jokes, and is the reason why we're putting a light in your eyeball.
Is this right?
It's very bright, so let's not
Has
put
it
that in your
been
eyeball,
longer
please.
than 30 minutes?
No.
Seconds?
Yes. Can we stop putting the light in your eyeball? And I didn't mute myself, did I? I mean, at least it's like lights in the eyeball and not get away from me.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Could be. Okay. Oh my god, that light was so bright. He has this like pen that like it's like one of those like
Oh, the invisible
right,
ink
and then you
ones?
put the light on it, and then
Yeah.
he's like singing, and I'm like, is there a reason why that's going in your eyeball, please? Like, I like you having like vision.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, so I know you needed to scoot soon. So did you want to do like one more short sprint, or do you need to run?
We can do another one.
Yeah, do you want to do like how long do you have? Do a short one, a normal one, whatever works for you.
Let's do 20 minutes.
Okay, that works. We'll do 20 minutes and then we'll do our goodbyes.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. I don't know where my clock is. Okay. And we'll start now. How was the last sprint?
Like, fine. It's fine. This chapter doesn't have too many, like, it's only the second chapter, and there's not any, like, insanely difficult things that I need to work on for this particular one. So I think I might just, like, try to knock out as many as, like, the easy points that I have, and then just agonize over the ones that I'm, like, either have to think about or that are going to take longer.
So what is your process? Like, you go through, you write your first draft, then do you do like your own edit? For how many drafts do you usually do on your own before you send it to your critique partner?
They get the dumpster fire first draft.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
That
literally
kind of helps you, because if because we're so critical of everything, that's actually smart. So that way they can tell you the stuff that you think is bad that's actually good.
Or vice versa. Yeah. And like I have a few critique partners, and they're all so lovely, and they all have their own strengths, which is great.
That's good.
And like I want to impress them, and I also really value their feedback. But like I fully knew that it was a freaking mess when I sent it. So this is not a surprise, all this feedback. It's just daunting, but yeah. One chapter at a time. But yeah, I don't sit on my first drafts anymore. I send them to somebody else to look at.
Well, and let's just talk about the fact that, like, you've been writing for so. See, this is how it is in this house. Oh, I need something like shove the phone in your face. Can you not stick your?
Can I please have one more marshmallow?
No, you cannot have a marshmallow. No. No, don't give me that face. Get out of here. Hey, if you don't get your face out of the screen and your hand out of the screen. Okay.
Can I please have 4 more car deliveries?
What does 4 car deliveries mean? Can we finish this?
It's my turn.
It's the end. Hey, you will not get a turn if you stick your hand in front of.
Oh, it's my turn.
This is literally what every day is like all the time.
Can we deliver 4?
Okay, so I'm in a weird. Oh my goodness.
Well, while you're muted, I'll do my outro.
That sounds great. Do your outro while I figure out how to fix this. They like knocked everything over, and I'm like, oh. Okay. Do your outro.
I am Jessie Elliott, a paranormal and fantasy romance author. You can find me on social at author Jessie Elliott, and my website jessieelliott.com. Come hang out. We're just having a grand old time. It's great.
Yeah. I am going to link everything down below, so that way everybody can find you. Thank you so much for joining this chaotic live stream.
Thanks for having me. It was fun. I got more done than I thought I would.
I live in a zoo. So thank you for joining. Thank you guys for coming and joining the zoo as well. And I hope you guys got a lot done. I will be streaming again tomorrow. It will be quiet because children will be in school. So I will be back again at 9:30 Pacific time for another sprint stream. I'd love to see you. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do, so that way you know when I go live again. And it will be quiet tomorrow because the minions will be in school. Thank you.
No.